Happy Sunday. Share the live. Let's go. We got work to do. Hey, how you doing? If you're trying to come for me in the comments, I'm gonna hurt your feelings. I don't spare feelings here. How's y'all weekend going? How's your weekend? I accomplished so much this weekend. What up, what up? I went shopping in my garage. Swapped out all my stuff, shrink wrapped all the stuff that I'm not wearing anymore. I cannot operate if things are not organized. Who's like that? Like you just feel overwhelmed if your environment is... I can't do it. I can't do it. Put your blood type in the comments. You miss crackers other than rice cakes? Do I have any other choices? Y'all act like y'all ain't supposed to miss stuff. Crackheads miss crack. Alcoholics miss alcohol. What you think alcoholics are doing? I really miss alcohol. Maybe I'll have some old duels. They're not. They just deal with it. Get over it. Hi. Just, you'll be fine. You'll live life without crackers. You'll be fine. What up, Will? Y'all gonna have to get used to that. There's just some things that you cannot have. Okay? I don't know what to tell y'all. If y'all doctor told y'all couldn't have something, y'all be the first ones like, ooh, my doctor said. My doctor said. My doctor said. Y'all be the first ones. You order those pickles? They are delicious. Okay? Let's go. Share the live. Tap the screen. Okay? So we always start with blood type O over here. I know that some of y'all be feeling some kind of way about that, but we go from majority to minority. Okay? So what this is the science of eating according to your blood type. There is literal science behind this. Okay? And what's funny is when people say there's no science, you got to understand people pay for science, sweetie. You think that there is a science, a research? Do you know that people have to get grants and things to do research? The reason that they don't even try to regulate supplements and things like that is because no supplement company is going to pay for research for something that anybody can go and grow. Okay? The reason there's no science behind a lot of the stuff that's really good for us is no one is stepping up to say, I'll spend $4 million, $5 million on some research. Okay? It's not for lack of something being good. It's just that nobody's paying for it. This is why a lot of stuff isn't regulated. Okay? But y'all need to understand how science works. This entire way of eating goes with your genetics. Okay? Those genetics have not changed for thousands and thousands of years. Okay? There are 4 different blood groups. Rh negative is not one of them. Who here thinks their blood type is Rh negative? Share the live, tap the screen. Let's get the numbers up. Okay? Who here thinks their blood type is Rh negative? Let's go ahead and deal with that first and foremost. Let's deal with it first and foremost. Okay? Rh negative is a factor of your blood type. Okay? Either you are an A, an O, a B, or an AB, factor negative or factor positive. Okay? So if you do not know what your blood type is, you can go over to Amazon and get the Eldon blood typing test. It'll take you 5 minutes to find out what your blood type is. Okay? So, what we talk about over here, hey, I am feeling better. Thank you for asking. So what we talk about over here is Linka, what ailments are you prone to based on your blood type? How you know you should be eating according to blood type, we as a species should be eating according to blood type, is because of something called genetic linkage. In the human body, our genetics are linked to our digestive system. Okay? So that means that what we eat, our blood literally determines what we are allergic to or what is going to support our body. Okay? How do you explain food allergies? How many of y'all are allergic to seafood? Y'all love to say seafood, but it's really shellfish. How many of y'all are allergic to shellfish? Okay? And you don't think of yourself as being lactose intolerant as an allergy. Okay? I'm so sensitive to wheat and dairy now, any little bit. Okay? All of us are pretty much allergic to shellfish. We all have different responses to it. Some of y'all may break out in hives, but most of us get swollen. Okay? You don't have any food allergies? You do. You do. You just didn't notice them, or you're just overlooking them. Because to y'all, when y'all think of food allergy, you're thinking about EpiPen level. But just becoming a little swollen or retaining water is an allergy to food. And I'm using the bunny ears because genetically you're not supposed to be eating that. Because it doesn't digest well in your body and it's going to have an immune response. Okay? All of the foods that we eat either support our hormones or interrupt our hormones. And we have 40 different hormones that run our body. Okay? Insulin is a hormone. Dopamine is a hormone. Okay? Your thyroid secretes 3 different hormones. One of them regulates the temperature of your body. Okay? So, the foods that you eat and the things that you drink will interrupt or interfere with the hormones that are there to run this machine. Okay? Wheat interferes with dopamine. It interferes with your metabolic hormones, those hormones that speed up and slow down your metabolism. Okay? Corn stops the body from making insulin. Okay? Chickpeas, same thing. Okay? Stops the body from making insulin. So unless you know, am I group B? No. So unless you know what you should and should not be eating, you've been eating by accident. So we've all been hit or miss our entire lives, right? Trying to be on diets and trying to be healthy and all these other things. But eating according to blood type and getting the foods list that tells you specifically what is going to benefit you and what is at the root of your ailment, basically what has been harming you all these years, is science. Because they have taken your blood, just like if you went and got a food allergy test. They are taking your blood and putting that blood up against the lectins in the food. Okay? So eating according to your blood type is literally the science, basically like the owner's manual of what you should be putting in your machine. Okay? With every car that we buy, with every car that we buy, there's an owner's manual. It tells you what kind of gas, what kind of oil, if this is going on, if that's going on, this is how you troubleshoot, this is how you do this, da 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 da. Okay? You can be allergic to meat if you're blood type A. I'm using the word allergic in place of genetically that doesn't digest in your body. Okay? Allergies to vinegar, yeast, can't do dairy. I thrive on beef and lamb, black eyed peas, and northern. Are you an O? That's what you sound like. Okay? So, put in the comments what your blood type is. Okay? Every electric thing you have in your house has a manual. Everything that is electric in your house has a manual. From the largest to the smallest. Okay? Imagine if we had grown up our entire lives knowing exactly what we were supposed to do for this machine. Because this is the most powerful machine you own. Okay? So the way to look at that is having your foods list on your phone, knowing what foods benefit you. It's like knowing what oil benefits your car. Knowing what gas benefits your car. You're not going to put regular unleaded gas in a car that requires Supreme. Okay? You're not going to put sugar in the gas tank of your car. So these are the things that you need to understand about how this organic machine works. Let's put this on do not disturb. Okay? So keep tapping the screen so we can get the numbers up because people need this information. Okay? As much as people sit around and debate about it, those same people that sit around and debate about it are the same people that will go out and try every diet in order to lose 5, 10, 15 pounds. Right? Those same people that just focus on weight and not focusing on the health of their body. Okay? It's not about weight. It's about how healthy can you get your body. How close can you get your body back to your little kid phase when your body wasn't overrun with toxins and all the crap that we have to deal with today. How close can you get your body back to that? To its original out the box, literal out the box status. How close can we get to out the box status? You started eating according to your blood type. Thank you for this cause. Fasting was not for me. Fasting's not for anybody. It literally says that in the book. I don't know if y'all have read that part of it, but it literally says in the book that fasting is not about what time you eat, what time you go to bed, how many hours a day you starve yourself. It's not. That's like, how can you run your car with no gas in it? You want your body to operate the way it's designed to operate, but you're not putting the things in it that will run it the way it's designed to run. Okay? So if you find out what you're supposed to be eating, trust and believe, your body will tell you when it's hungry. Okay? If you get into this, you're no longer going to be eating according to a clock. You lost 6 pounds in 2 weeks. When have you ever done something so simple and the weight is just dropping? Hey, how you doing? Okay? You're waiting on your blood kit. Miss Cherry, you've been here for 2 weeks. Why is it taking so long for your... Did you go to the doctor and get your blood done? How you don't have your stuff? You've been here for 2 weeks. I don't understand. So, blood type O. Let's talk about it, okay? What we talk about here is what the post office The post office? Damn it. Your pain is gone from the neuropathy symptoms. Yay. Did y'all see that video the other day that I posted about what they suspect is why people have neuropathy and all that stuff? Chemicals in the food. Okay? Chemicals in the food. So I'm going to tell you, what are you predisposed to based on your blood type, what ailments, and what foods are literally triggering these ailments to happen, and what foods will turn it around. Okay? So as a blood type O, you said they delivered it, but they didn't. You started 10 days ago. You're down 8 pounds. Fantastic. You're an A and you have GERD. You need to get the foods list. Okay? So, insulin resistance. It's on my page, Pammy. Insulin resistance, intestinal dysbiosis, thyroid hormone imbalance, and inflammation. I will also add anemia. How many of you O's stopped eating red meat a while ago? Put it in the comments. How many of you stopped eating red meat a while ago? Put it in the comments, Tiffany, as to why you guys stopped eating meat, red meat. Put in the comments as to why you stopped eating it. You thought it was healthier? You stopped eating beef in 2008? You never stopped? What's your blood type? Nausea and stomach pain. Conscious choice. What was the for what though? I mean, to make a conscious choice, you had to have a reason. The doctor told you to stop eating it because of your cholesterol. You thought red meat raised your cholesterol. Okay. Do y'all still have high cholesterol? The person whose doctor told you to stop eating red meat, what's your blood type O? Do you still have high cholesterol? Let's get to the bottom of this. I'm eating red meat and don't have high cholesterol. Exactly. So for those of you whose doctor told you to stop eating red meat because of your cholesterol, do you still have high cholesterol? You have high cholesterol. Do you eat red meat? I'm just so curious about this because it just fascinates me. The doctor tells y'all to stop eating something. You stop eating it, but you still have high cholesterol. How does that work? If beef was the problem that was giving you the high cholesterol and you stopped eating it, why is your cholesterol still high? Yours told you to stop dairy. Why? What's your blood type? Why are these doctors talking to y'all about food? The doctors that tell y'all they didn't study food in school, when did they start talking to y'all about food? Even though a lot of y'all, because you had inflammation. What's your blood type? You're an O. You still eat chicken? Miss Shirlene, do you eat chicken? A little. It's funny your doctor didn't tell you to stop eating chicken. So let's talk about it, shall we? Okay. Blood type O, you have more stomach acid than all of the other blood types. Okay. You are high. You are equipped. This is your secret weapon. Okay. This is the reason your body can digest animal proteins and saturated fats more than all of the other blood types. Okay? So, Just knowing that you have an overabundance of stomach acid. Also, blood type O is more susceptible to ulcers 2 to 1. Eat more hamburger and steak now. Okay, well, we need to also check on the other stuff that you're eating. Okay. Blood type O, in my opinion, y'all were made to be perfect. Okay? You were made to be. Happy Sunday! Your genetic inheritance. Hey, Sean, your genetic inheritance offers you the opportunity to be long-lived, tenacious, strong, productive, all of those things. But when your wiring, you just met a 23-year-old with 4 stents. Jesus Christ. But she said she got them after her baby. So y'all are made to be perfect. However, if you're not eating according to your blood type, literally according to your genetics, then you become prey to the negative metabolic effects of thyroid problems and all those other things. Ulcers. It's not specific as to, any type. Peptic mostly. Okay? Peptic ulcers mostly. Okay? A lot of y'all think that, ulcers come from stress, but a lot of the stress comes from y'all having an overabundance of stomach acid that's not being used up. Especially if you're vegan. Okay? Animal proteins and saturated fats are digested in the stomach with stomach acid. The vegetables and things are broken down with digestive enzymes in the small intestine. So if you are an O and you're eating a bunch of vegetables, but you're not eating anything that's going to basically, essentially suck up or use up that hydrochloric acid just is floating around in your stomach, what do you think is going to happen? It's there for a reason. Okay? There's nothing in your body. You're not equipped with anything in your body that's not of use. That's why when people be like, oh, my doctor took my whatever out. Okay? Will eating red meat give you gout? No. Not if you're supposed to be eating red meat. You need to go get the foods list, ma'am. Okay? Am I a dietitian or a nutritionist? No, but I'm a pretty smart person. I don't need a title to know what I'm talking about. You can read and get this information too. Y'all can read. Nothing should keep y'all from reading. But you do need education and training. Training from who? You don't know anything about me, sir. You don't know what I got. You don't know what I know. But it's the people with the education that's fucking everybody up. Sir or ma'am, whoever you are. How many people are fucked up from the educated doctors they go to? Huh? You didn't have a point. You asked me a question. I answered your question. And now you want to go back and forth, which means you just require way too much of my attention. You can go and run your own lives and use all of that education and title. I'm not writing no prescriptions, ma'am. Nothing is going to get me arrested. TikTok is for information. Send them to my house. Sounds like to me you are jealous. Maybe you should get your numbers up. Then you'll have somebody to talk to. I'm not Dr. Sebi, sweetheart. Don't come for me. can laugh all you want. But you on my live looking at my pretty face. Why you over here creeping in the comments, sir? You can get arrested for reading a book on the internet. Sounds like a Republican. Ma'am, you are so hung up in your graduation. You in a picture with your little graduation outfit on. You just so pressed for somebody to know that you are educated. You the one would get arrested if you talking about this shit, not me. You should worry about you. Do you know how many people's lives have changed from this information? You worried about the wrong shit. You sad, because you the one that need validation. You got your graduation outfit on in your picture. Look at me, I'm educated. If you were so educated, you wouldn't have to prove it with your profile picture. How many student loans you got? You sitting up in debt. I'm not. You're going to be paying off them bills for the rest of your life. I hope you get a good job, pay off them damn student loans, because they just kick back in. I don't have any student loans. Lies. You do. I got all the credentials I need, sweetheart. I don't need some white man telling me I'm smart. You got tricked into it. You got bamboozled, sweetheart. You could have just read this shit on the internet. I don't have to be professional. I don't work for nobody. You do. That's why you would be arrested. I don't have a boss. You're sad because you're arguing with a woman on the internet that you ain't got shit to do with. Don't you have something to do? You should be ashamed of yourself. You're so professional. She should be rethinking her whole career. Is she mad because she got to get up and go to work tomorrow. That's what she mad about. Let her sit right here and learn something. She mad because she got to get up early in the morning. Did you press your outfit for work? Go press your outfit. Imagine that, paying all that money to go get a job. Paying all that money for an education to go work for somebody. You got bamboozled, sis. Don't be mad at me. Y'all know damn well y'all don't want to get up and go to work tomorrow. Especially on a Monday. Okay? Our lights are not going to go out because she's still sitting in the comments. Nobody said anything offensive to her. Okay? Don't nobody want to get up and go to work. Nobody likes their job. So back to Dr. D'Adamo's book that I'm about to get arrested for reading on the internet. I'm literally reading from the book, but most of this shit I have memorized. So it makes me sound super, super smart. Anywho, as blood type O's, you may also be predisposed to certain illnesses such as thyroid disorders, which can impact weight control. Okay? Now, how can blood type O's lose weight? By eating meat. The secret is in your genetic memory of the Paleolithic paradise. Your genetic ancestors' reliance on meat, an early key to the survival of the species, is coded into a variety of genes controlled by your blood type. Okay? Ask yourselves why doctors don't want y'all to know this information. Why is it that doctors don't even want to tell you your blood type? Why is it that y'all having trouble? She really did. Let me put on my cap and gown so people will know that I'm smart. If y'all have to announce anything about yourselves, then you truly don't even believe it. Okay? You truly don't even believe it. I don't have to impress nobody, because nobody down here has a heaven or hell to put me in. Okay? I don't have shit to prove to anyone. And y'all don't have shit to prove to anyone other than yourself. The only people that matter is you. Not your family, not your friends. You and your relationship with whatever higher power you believe in. Don't let these people keep y'all from doing what y'all need to do for this vessel. They can come here, they can battle me in these comments, but I guarantee you I will win. Because the sham is being exposed. Y'all see it, y'all hear it, you're experiencing it for yourselves. The food has messed us up. And they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that your gut is what runs your whole body. Your hormones run your whole body. And they think because they go and get some certification or some validation from some university that they are now the authority. These doctors don't know nothing. That girl could have probably graduated yesterday. Okay? If doctors knew everything, why isn't everyone healthy? How come y'all are worse now than you were before you went to the doctor? You went to the doctor for one thing, now you're on 3 different prescriptions. How come you're not healed yet? The number 3 way of becoming unalive in America is doctor error. And we're supposed to trust them? Did y'all see now that the lawyer ads are up about Ozempic and Wegovy? I called it. I said I'll give it a year and the doctor ads will be up. They're up. I will repost it because someone sent it to me. And they're still on TikTok pushing Mounjaro and Ozempic and Wegovy. But why isn't this smarty pants over on their... Why ain't this smarty pants over on their line telling them they could be arrested? They're literally pushing drugs. I'm pushing steak. How ridiculous does that sound to y'all? I'm telling y'all to heal y'all's bodies with what we've been healing our bodies with for centuries, and that's scary to them. I'm telling y'all to heal y'all body with steak, and Miseducation came over here and told me I'm gonna get arrested. Now y'all see how ridiculous this shit is? Y'all feel better than y'all have felt in years because you have now started eating beef that they told y'all not to eat. The educated lady. Them. It ain't about y'all feeling great. They want y'all's money. And I'm the one that's gonna sit up here and tell you the truth. Meat is murder, vegan for life, never healthier. Maybe you're an A. Listen, If you are a person that feels better without meat, there's a reason. That's what y'all just cannot, because you're so indoctrinated with the propaganda, you cannot understand everyone is not supposed to be vegan. Everyone is not supposed to be eating steak. Y'all are so obsessed with everybody doing what you're doing so you feel better about what you're doing. If you believe in what you're doing, it don't matter what the rest of the world is doing. Y'all be so worried about what the next person's doing. Mind your business. Okay? If you're a blood type A, there's a reason you feel better not eating meat, because you're not supposed to be eating meat. Okay? There's a reason. Beyond the propaganda and the ideology of saving animals. Why are so many kids born with allergies? Exactly. And it's getting worse. Okay? The whole objective, guys, is for you to feel better. No one can tell you that you are healthy. Only you know when you are healthy. Only you know when you feel good. There's no test. There's no machine that can tell you that you feel good. Only you can determine that you feel good. It doesn't matter how many days we have on this earth. The worst thing about being alive is if you have to live in pain. Okay? Because it makes everything worse. You can't even think rationally when you are in pain. You cannot control your emotions when you are in pain. Okay? So the objective is to eat yourself well, because you have eaten yourself sick. And before they invented drugs and gave all of these people degrees to hang on the wall to intimidate people into believing they were so smart, we were healing our bodies with food, plants, herbs, spices, and teas. Before 1903, there were no credentialed doctors. There were no petroleum-based drugs. The first line of defense was food. And that's what this teaches you to do. We didn't have all these ailments 50 years ago. Every other day they're coming up with a brand new autoimmune disease. Have y'all not paid attention? My insulin has gone from 86 to 33. Doctors don't call that healed, they call it remission. You are healed, Lisa. Because they are anticipating that you're going to go back to eating the way you were eating before to get your blood sugar all the way back up. Don't let these doctors tell you that you're not healed. You're healed. They only make money if you're sick. If you took your car into the mechanic and nothing was wrong with your car, would your mechanic get paid? Mechanics don't work on healthy cars. They're going to find something. This is why we don't trust mechanics, because they're going to find something wrong with your car. A doctor is going to find something wrong with you. They even tell you that you pre-diabetic to get your mind right for when they start writing them prescriptions. You're looking a little pre-diabetic, so let's just keep an eye on it. They're not required to understand nutrition, because they don't want us focusing on nutrition, because they know where the real healing is. They don't want us to think about nutrition. That's why they never told us that our gut runs everything in our body. Because if they would have told us that our gut is the center, we would have been side-eyeing the food a long time ago. So, what is triggering inflammation in blood type O's? Okay, because O's are predisposed to inflammation, thyroid hormone imbalance, intestinal dysbiosis, insulin resistance, and anemia. Okay? So, the number one thing that's triggering inflammation in blood type O's is wheat. And then they know that you're going to find out that wheat is bad, so they're going to create all of these gluten-free snacks because they don't want you to stop consuming. What do you think of Floradix? I don't think about no other vitamins except the ones I created. I don't know nothing about that. I stay in my lane. I have a whole line of supplements that are the bomb. So if you want some good vitamins, just go to CE Organics and get them. I know what I put in them. First of all, everybody needs to be on chill. Everybody needs to be on this. Okay? Everybody. For your anxiety. Because the number one thing that's jacking us up is stress. Yeah, it was all that gluten. Listen, wheat has no nutritional value at all. Go look it up. And not only does it not have any nutritional value, but it's horrible because wheat creates a violent inflammation in our guts. Yes, it's back. Oh, I take it in the morning because it gives you energy. So don't take it at night. Okay? Your Ultra Beats you take during the day. Okay? Wheat creates a violent inflammation in your gut. Okay? Not only that, but it blocks nutrients and minerals from being absorbed in your body. Did y'all not know that? Even your medicine that you get from the doctor, wheat will make it ineffective. The number one thing that troubles me about wheat is that it causes your dopamine and your serotonin levels to plummet. Hi, welcome. It causes your dopamine and your serotonin, which are your happy hormones, to plummet. So every time you eat something that is wheat or contains wheat, it causes your happy hormones to go down. And what's the thing that we turn to for comfort and joy? Got your blood type O and you got your book? Well, great. Go get the recipe book too. On ceorganics.com, we have 60 different products. And it's all broken down by your blood type. Okay? So just type in the search bar, type in blood type O, blood type A, whatever, and all the products that are for your blood type will come up. Go get the foods list. Why y'all, all three of y'all trying to get on my live? Let me just decline. 3 people popped up. So click the link on my bio to get your foods list. It will tell you exactly what you benefit from in all categories: meat, vegetables, fruit, grains, tea, okay? And then it also tells you what to avoid. And when you look at your avoidance list, you can see why you have some of the ailments that you have. Because you've been eating those things for years, and now it's playing out, okay? The number 2 thing, what? Oh, hey girl, hey, how you been, Miss Sharon? The number 2 thing that triggers inflammation in your body if you're blood type O is corn. Corn inhibits insulin production in your body. Did y'all know that 50%? Why are you calling her a demon? What are y'all doing? Don't do that. Listen, corn inhibits insulin production in your body. Also, chickpeas do the same thing. Can you have the protein shakes every day? Yeah. Oh, the Hoteps are here? They need to learn too. Okay? Corn inhibits insulin production in your body. So let's look at what you're not supposed to have as a blood type O. Barley, cornflakes, cornmeal, hominy, polenta, all corn grains. Did y'all know that 50% of Hispanics are diabetics? Thank you, ma'am. See, here's the thing. There are going to be a slew of people that tell you, oh, eat this, eat that, but no one's telling you what that particular food does in your body. Your whole family. No one's telling you what the foods do in your body, and that's the information that we need. Okay? Yeah, you can mute them, but just don't block them because they need to learn too. Okay? And learning comes by hearing. So, you got all of this corn, all of these things made out of corn that is at the root of Hispanic cooking. Their tortillas, their emote, what is it? Emote? Why is it such a problem? Because the corn, elote, the corn is stopping insulin production in the body. Then you got cream of wheat, Emir, Familia, Farina, Farro, gluten flour, graham flour, grape nuts, grits, kamut, lentil flour, dal, mastic gum, papadum puffed wheat 7 grain, shredded wheat, sorghum, wheat bran, wheat germ, bulgur wheat, durum wheat, semolina wheat. And why aren't the dietitians? Well, they're classically trained dietitians. Why are they not telling y'all this? AB negative here, living with an O hubby. How do you cook effectively for both of us? Focus on the things that you guys can both have. Like you can have some lamb once in a while. You can have some turkey once in a while. Okay? But y'all can have the same fish. Some of the vegetables y'all can share. But I wouldn't worry about that so much. The days of eating out of one pot is just gone. Okay? You cannot have individualized eating. You can't have individualized eating if nobody in your house is the same blood type. Okay? Which blood type benefits from a vegan diet? Nobody. Nope. Vegan is just marketing, y'all. Do y'all realize that these people make up diets to sell y'all products? No one was sitting around eating no damn chickpeas 10 years ago. Who the fuck was sitting around eating chickpeas 10 years ago? Y'all sitting around eating a bunch of fucking avocados and shit. Only people from the islands or whatever were sitting around eating avocados. They make up these diets to sell you products. Food is a product. And then y'all sitting up acting like, oh, vegan. Vegan wasn't even around 10 years ago. That is just a marketing ploy. The reason that we have these ideas is from marketing and advertising. You were told blood type A should be vegan. You should not. You should be eating fish. If you're going to identify with anything, you should be pescatarian. And all fruits and vegetables are not for all blood types. Y'all act like these vegetables are harmless. Vegetables are living things that are going to fight for their life when you are eating them. Imagine you biting into some kale or something, and it's in your mouth, trying to survive. You should eat living things. That's like a giant coming along and eating your little human ass. Wouldn't you be fighting? If you got swallowed up by a whale, you would not be inside there trying to get your ass out. Think of Jonah. And these people tell y'all to go and eat a bunch of raw vegetables that are fighting for their lives. A lot of these vegetables have their own built-in insecticides to protect them. And then y'all come along, oh, just eat all the fresh. No! Y'all don't know enough about what y'all are putting in your body, and then you're wondering why you got illnesses. Okay? You don't know what's going on. Vegetables have more lectins than all of the other foods. Lectins are little proteins in all whole foods that when they come in contact with your blood either goes good or goes bad. Okay? Every whole food has lectins, and vegetables have more. So if you're eating a bunch of vegetables that have all of these lectins and those vegetables don't go with your blood, you're going to get sick. I've had countless vegans come to me, their kidneys have shut down, they've got all of these illnesses because they're not giving their body enough protein. Even if you are blood type A, your body is protein malnourished. And blood type A has more heart disease, more infections, more everything, because you have a weaker immune system. So you are very susceptible to a whole lot of illnesses. And a lot of that has to do with the foods you're eating and the foods you're not eating. You're welcome. But it's a simple turnaround, guys. When you find out what you need to do, that's half the battle. It's not as hard as people are making it out to be. If y'all can go from eating meat to not eating meat, then you can do this. That to me is extremist. To go from eating meat to not eating it anymore, that's extremist to me. Okay? And if you can do that extreme, then you can do this middle of the road thing here. Your dad has had 5 heart attacks. You just found out he's type A. That explains a lot. Was he eating meat too? Hold on. Semolina pasta, semolina wheat. That's your spaghetti, your lasagna, your Alfredo, your penne, all of the common pastas that we eat, and your ramen noodles. That is semolina wheat. Every time you eat that, it causes a violent inflammation in your intestines, and it causes your happy hormones to go down. What else? Whole wheat grain, whole wheat flour, sprouted wheat, white flour. Anything that has white flour in it. Well, can I make my own bread? If you're buying the flour from the grocery store, it's still going to have the same effect. Because the wheat that is in America is trash. That's because it interferes with your metabolic hormones, the hormones that run your metabolism. Okay? They took all of the nutrition out of the wheat back in the 50s. Spelt flour is okay. It's not for O's. Mind your business. What works for you don't work for your neighbor. Stop concerning yourself with trying to spread your propaganda and just mind your business. If you want to eat spelt flour, doesn't mean everybody should eat spelt flour. How simple is that? We've just gotten so used to involving ourselves in everybody else's business because of the internet. You feel like it is okay to mind everybody else's business. Mind your business. Do what is right for just you. It's okay. It's okay for you to do what's right for just you. Okay? I know that you're just chatting, but you got to be careful with what you're saying, because there are some, you relax and listen to what I'm telling you. This is my live. If you don't know how to chat effectively, shut the fuck up. Y'all forget that you're dealing with addicts. I never forget that I'm dealing with addicts. Y'all just be chatting and saying dumb shit. You're dealing with addicts. That's like a person saying, but I really miss crack. I really love it. What can I use instead? Well, try some morphine. See, what kind of flower phrase? You're dealing with Tyrone Biggums. Y'all don't take this shit as seriously as I do. You just chatting. I'm not. I'm literally trying to help people understand. So you can just go chat somewhere else. You can go get the foods list for blood type. All the blood type foods list are on my page. Click my name. Then when the little white thing pops up, hit my face. It'll take you to the page. Click the link on my bio and then click on your foods list. It is then emailed to you, and then you download it into your phone, so you'll always know what you should and should not be eating. Okay? There are also 2 recipe books for each blood type. Okay? So get the recipe books so you'll have some ideas about what you should be eating and what you should be cooking and all that, because I know in the very beginning this is going to be a little bit tough for you. Okay? But guess what? You'll feel different in just 2 days. Put in the comments, y'all. When did y'all notice the change? For me, it was the first 2 days. I lost 6 pounds of inflammation in the first 2 days. And from that point on, I didn't go back. Day 3. Put in the comments when you started feeling different. In the first 7 days, you're probably going to lose 5 to 10 pounds. First day, 2 days. So this is not one of those things like an Ozempic or whatever where you got to use it for 30 days before you feel a difference. You're going to feel it in the first 48 hours. So what do you got to lose besides some pain, some inflammation, some sleepless nights, some irritability, some bad skin? Give yourself 7 days so you'll feel it. In the first 2 days, you lost 5 pounds. People out here struggling to lose 5 pounds. And you lost it just changing some food. Not even eating special food, but really eliminating the wrong foods. That's what it is. Okay? So, what is the number 3 thing that is causing you to gain weight and keeping you from losing weight for blood type O's? Dairy foods. Chicken is killing you because chicken is just estrogen. Okay? You are overloading your body with estrogen. Okay? And when you have excessive levels of estrogen, this is why you have the fibroids, the endometriosis, the bad skin, the painful joints. All of these things that y'all are feeling literally is coming from chicken. All the thoughts that y'all had about soy, and how much estrogen is in soy. There's no estrogen in soy. Okay? The estrogen is in the chicken. That's the one, Smithy. They've been lying to us about chicken since day one. It only takes 44 days for a chicken to grow to 6.5 pounds. Back in the day, it took 112 days for a chicken to grow to 2.5 pounds because they have bred the chickens to grow faster. And in doing that, they are overloaded with estrogen. So now you have men with man boobs and wide childbearing hips. Everyone's emotions are all over the place. People are having a bunch of neurological problems, hormonal confusion. Chicken. How many of y'all got PCOS? Chicken. How many of y'all got lupus, MS, Crohn's, arthritis, diverticulitis, all of those autoimmune diseases? Chicken. How you think you got lupus? You didn't just wake up one day and have lupus. You got it because the lectins in the chicken, okay? And then especially if you're blood type A, B, and B, the lectins in the chicken literally attacks our bloodstream, causing our red blood cells to fuse together, creating blood clots and pulmonary embolisms, autoimmune diseases, and stroke. So you sitting around eating Popeyes, risking your life for some Popeyes. You stopped eating chicken 5 months ago, and I have to tell you I have a story. How you feeling? You can't detect the lupus anymore since you stopped eating chicken. Chicken is the worst thing any of us can eat. It's not on anyone's beneficial list. If chicken was so healthy, how come it's not on the beneficial list? Y'all with the high cholesterol, chicken. Y'all with the gout, chicken. And y'all been blaming beef this entire time. It's never been the beef. I bet beef sitting around like, oh, I got blamed for something else today. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. I got blamed for something else today. The whole time, beef been innocent. Why is chicken the best delivery system? Because you never suspect the chicken. How many chicken restaurants y'all got in y'all neighborhood? I can throw a rock right now and hit a chicken restaurant. What are we all eating 4 or 5 times a week? Stopped eating chicken 3 months ago, lost 20 pounds. You're welcome. Your stomach is full of blood clots. It's the chicken, ma'am. Blood type B. All right, let's finish this list up for O's. What else is triggering inflammation? The dairy foods. How many of y'all still eating dairy foods? Watch how you feel in 7 days. Just stop eating chicken today. Watch how you feel in 7 days. Kidney beans, lentils, bacon, navy beans, potatoes. How many of y'all stopped eating beef because it took too long to digest in your stomach? It takes 72 weeks for beef to digest. Can't have no eggs. Eggs is dairy. Hi. How many of y'all stopped eating beef because it takes too long to digest? Let me tell you why the beef cannot digest in your system. Don't they exaggerate? Oh, it takes 3 months for beef to digest. Whenever you eat something that triggers inflammation in your body next to the beef doesn't digest. Most times when somebody eats some beef, they're eating potatoes. No one is sitting around eating, now they are, But no one has ever sat around and just ate a steak by itself. Eggs are considered dairy. I'm sorry that you feel so strongly about these eggs. Are the eggs housed in the middle of the grocery store, or is it housed over there with the cheese and the milk? I stopped eating beef. It landed me in a hospital 3 times. What's your blood type? Every time y'all eat beef, you have a potato next to it. Hamburger, French fries. Ma'am, it's your side dishes that landed you in the hospital. Again, y'all are blaming the beef, and the beef had nothing to do with it. If you just ate a steak by itself with no side dishes, you would have lost 2 pounds overnight. Put in the comments if that was your experience. When you first started on this and you went out and got a steak and some spinach, you lost at least 1 pound, didn't you? It fully digests. You have all the energy. You sleep better. It's been the side dishes that have been our problem the entire time. No one should be eating meat next to carbohydrates. Nobody. This is why the meat doesn't digest and your body's not getting any of the vital nutrients and minerals that it needs, because you, by your food combinations, have stopped the beef from digesting. Because we all grew up putting 3 things on a plate, didn't we? We got a starch, we got a vegetable, and a meat. My brother said he was eating chicken and potatoes now, and I told him to keep eating. Can't help people. Oh my gosh, Mary Sue, nobody gives a shit what eggs are classified as. Y'all still call chicken meat and it's poultry. No one cares. Y'all be worried about the wrong shit. Well, it's classified as deflection. That's what it's classified as. Potatoes and tomatoes are both nightshade vegetables. Nightshade vegetables, there are about 12 of them. Okay? Eggplant, okra, potatoes, bell peppers, all of those things have a built-in insecticide that protects them against insects eating them. And then we eat them. So when we eat them, it releases that same phytotoxin and causes inflammation in the body. So if you're eating, let's just say you eat a cheeseburger, as in O. The bun is wheat. You're eating tomatoes on it, pickles on it, right? Cheese on it. The only thing about a hamburger that's beneficial to an O is the hamburger. Not all the toppings that you put on it, not the side dishes, the French fries. Okay? If you were to eat that burger with, and the ketchup, and the mayonnaise, and the mustard. Because mustard has wheat and vinegar in it. So there's nothing about that that was beneficial to you other than the beef. Okay? None of these things were your genetic ancestors eating in the jungle. They were not killing an antelope, skinning it, cooking it, and putting it on a bun. They were not making no side dishes. Mustard has wheat and vinegar. Go look at the ingredients. So what else? Tomatoes, corn oil, food additives, guar gum and carrageenan, and peanut oil. You know, the ingredients are on the back of all of your food. They've been there for decades. All y'all gotta do is go open up your pantry, turn it around, and look at the ingredients. So is paleo best for type O? No, eating according to your blood type is. Y'all just need a diet because it's been ingrained in us that we're always supposed to be on a diet. That the only thing we're supposed to care about is our weight. Hi. Okay? You should be eating for your individual body. So, another thing that blood type O suffers from is bad bacteria in the gut. All of us have bad bacteria in the gut. Okay? What can we eat? Nothing is safe. Listen, if you're eating according to your blood type, you cannot be sitting up, oh my God, this isn't safe, that's not safe. Nothing's safe. Okay? The whole objective is that you strengthen your immune system. Okay? So your body will be able to guard your organs and things from the shit. Okay? You will drive yourself crazy thinking about this and that and the other. No one should be eating processed foods. Nobody. Okay? No processed foods. That's first and foremost. Okay? Because every processed food has a bunch of stuff in it you're not supposed to eat. Okay? Day 3 on the highly beneficial. How you feeling, Candace? So, what's creating the bad bacteria? Let me tell y'all what bad bacteria in your gut is doing to you. Just let me read the symptoms. Let's go look in your pantry. Go look in the pantry. Norwegian Red, what the fuck? What do you want me to do? You worried about the wrong shit. Again, minding somebody else's business. My pantry is for my blood type. I've made videos of my pantry. You are more than welcome to go to my page and look at it. Why are you worried about what's in my pantry? Nosy butt. Ma'am, eat how you want to eat, sweetheart. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. All I'm here to do is to give y'all information. If you don't want it, take your nosy butt on to the next live. I'm not telling you what my blood type is because it's none of your fucking business. Again, you worried about the wrong shit. So let me tell y'all what bad bacteria in your gut looks like so you guys can keep an eye out on it. Okay? These are the symptoms: abdominal pain, allergic reactions, anxiety, bad breath, belching and bloating, stomach rumbling and flatulence, chest pain, constipation or diarrhea, depression, difficulty urinating, dizziness and or fatigue, gynecological disorders, and yeast infections. How many of y'all got bacterial infections and yeast infections and H. pylori and all of that shit? All of that comes from bad bacteria in your gut. You got a toenail fungus. Ugh, that's contagious. You need to work on that. Hair loss, having trouble concentrating, heart failure, increased sweating, irregular bowel movements, nail deformity, nausea, nervousness, rash, and other skin problems. Strong fluctuations in appetite, thickened tongue, upset stomach, vaginal or rectal itching, and weakness. She literally reading out of a book written in theory, not scientific proof. Why are you hating? Aren't y'all Christians? What's the scientific proof behind the Bible? Don't y'all live your whole lives according to a book that has absolutely no scientific proof? Just belief and faith? Thank you. Y'all the same people that want all this science, but then when you get science, you don't believe the science. So what difference does it make? Either it works for you or it doesn't. So why are you so bothered that the people here that are doing this are getting results? Why does that bother you? If it's not for you, why does it bother you so much that somebody else finds it helpful? Can someone answer that for me? One of you haters in the comments. Why? Ask yourself, why are you so bothered by it? You are bothered because you're here commenting, telling people there's no science, but you don't believe in science, you believe in fairy tales. So why does it bother you so much? Exactly, because y'all still sitting around eating wheat and you can't explain why you're so fucking miserable. I have yet to meet a nice, personable vegan. Y'all are the most aggressive, angry people on the planet. Eat the fucking steak. Stop worrying about what society says. That's why you're so fucking miserable. And you want to come here and share your misery with everyone. Eat the fucking steak and stop being so scared of judgment. What's my family and friends gonna think about me? Who will I be if I eat the steak? Your problem is not with me. Your problem is with your identity and your lack of identity. So you want to come here and spew your hate and your judgment because you're so afraid someone's going to judge you if you eat some fucking beef. This is the very definition of sadness. You're sad. Y'all don't even know why your emotions are all over the place. You have no idea. I'm literally telling you what the food is doing in your body. It is your choice to choose to eat this way. This shit is nothing that you can't pull up yourself. All of this information is on the internet. You can find out what chicken does in your body. You can find out what wheat does in your body. You can find out what corn does in your body. You're just lazy as fuck. And probably sleep because of all the wheat you're eating. So don't be mad at me because I'm not lazy. And I fucking read. Got anything else to say? You're not bothered? You are bothered because you're still sitting here in the comments. Hey, girl. I don't know what's in all them vegetables, but it's got y'all nosy as fuck, minding everybody else's business. So, what is giving you bad bacteria in your gut? You feel positively amazing in 5 days. Fantastic, girl. What's going on with you? What's making this bad bacteria? Dairy foods, corn, potatoes, rhubarb, and oranges. Thank you for the gifts. Come on, gifts. Tap the screen. Tap the screen and send me some love. I'm working on a Sunday. Listen, these people, they get so bothered because they can't get under my skin. This amazing, naturally glowing skin, this 54-year-old naturally glowing skin. Hater. And why y'all so ashy, you vegans? That's just, it's just, I'm being nosy now. I'm a nosy butt. Tell me why y'all so ashy. Does your skin not produce oils anymore? What's happening? I'm just curious. Because I don't have nothing on my skin. No lotion, no. Get back to me if you don't know the answer. Just let me know. Okay? So what's triggering leaky gut? We're on the O's right now. Do y'all know what leaky gut is? Thank you. Listen, do y'all know what leaky gut is? Leaky gut is when your small intestine is digesting foods, and then those foods break through the intestinal wall and get into your bloodstream. And when those foods get into your bloodstream, that's when they wreak all of that havoc. Okay? So what's making this happen? Okay? Ashy. Tomatoes, corn, again. Y'all vegans. Y'all out here eating all kinds of, y'all think because you're not eating beef that you're eating healthy. And y'all eating all this corn and flour, and you're frying shit up, and you're frying up mushrooms and all kamut. Yes, fish is healthy. The right fish for your blood type. Tomatoes, corn, dairy, vinegar, coffee. Blood type O's can't have coffee. Aloe and barley. How many of y'all still drinking coffee? Oh, and let's not forget them chickpeas. Did y'all know that vinegar is made from corn? You don't need coffee. You just need to stop eating the thing that's making your metabolism slow. What? You just need to stop eating the things that's making your metabolism slow. No, chickweed. They should be called chickweed. Do you know why you should not be drinking coffee? It's not the caffeine, it's the coffee. I didn't tell y'all couldn't have caffeine. I said you should stop drinking coffee, and it doesn't matter if it's mushroom coffee or any of that. Coffee inhibits collagen production in your body. So when you don't have any collagen in your body, then your skin gets all loose and wrinkly. This is why you have no cartilage in between your joints and your bones, because it takes collagen. Collagen is a naturally occurring protein in the body. So when you drink coffee, it literally stops it. Just like corn and chickpeas stops insulin. Just like wheat stops dopamine. Yeah. And then y'all go buy collagen and put it in your coffee. I do take cordyceps. I take Mushroom Boost, which is 10 different mushrooms in one capsule. Yes, coffee, any coffee. Y'all should be drinking green tea. But really, the reason that y'all think y'all need coffee, because you think that it gives you energy, is because you're eating foods that are slowing down your metabolism. Yes, cartilage regenerates. Just about everything in our body regenerates. Given enough time in a healthy environment. Okay? Also, another reason is because y'all have an overabundance of adrenaline. Okay? You should try to get off caffeine altogether, but I know that that's hard to do. Okay? So just switch to some green tea if you just need some caffeine for now, and slowly get your way over to no caffeine. Okay? Because once your energy starts going through the roof, no one should be drinking black tea. It gives you kidney stones. How y'all think y'all get kidney stones? Hi. Y'all sitting around drinking sweet tea and shit. What lessens cortisol depends on the food you're eating. And stress. Chill. My fight or flight. My fight or flight is literally made to stabilize your cortisol. Okay? Go get your foods list, guys. There are 25 different teas that blood type O's benefit from. Okay? So, what is messing up your thyroid? How many of y'all got thyroid issues? How many of you O's have thyroid issues? Coffee's not good for anybody. Why do you want to be old and wrinkly? Coffee literally sucks all the moisture out of your body. Do you know it takes 8 cups of water just to flush out 1 cup of coffee? And y'all ain't even drinking enough water. So, acid. You have more acid than all the other blood types. Then you're pouring an acidic drink on in your stomach to add to the acid. It's just bad. All around. There are 4 vegetables that cause your immune system to attack your thyroid. You're welcome. 4 vegetables. I thought vegetables were so good for you. Exactly. Defeats the purpose. 4 vegetables. Cabbage, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and mustard greens. And they got you vegans out here eating a bunch of cauliflower rice. Cabbage soups and things. I thought vegetables were so good for you. Unless they're not. Causes your immune system, the thing that is made to protect your organs, attack an organ. And y'all gotta go get your thyroid taken out. And it got you on Synthroid and shit. What's slowing down your metabolism? Blood type O, y'all are not the people for this shit. Y'all are not the people for all of this veganism and all of that. Y'all are the lions of the blood types. Y'all are it. You do not see lions eating salads. You don't see it. When's the last time y'all done seen a lion eating any type of fucking plants? Do I have sources for what I'm claiming? Ma'am, the world's library is the internet. I mean, you can go look this shit up if you like. Dr. D'Adamo wrote this book 30 years ago. It's been around for 30 years. If you want to hide information, just put it in a book. Go get the foods list. Then go to Amazon and get the book. What's your advice for vegans? Eat a fucking steak. How many of y'all were vegans before you heard this information and you're no longer a vegan? Put it in the comments. You want to hide something? Just put it in a book. Well, where did you get that? A fucking book. Look at these vegans that were once vegan that are not vegan anymore. The only reason these people want y'all to be vegan is because they don't want our broke asses eating up all the beef. We're not worthy. Even the people that be out here peddling y'all these vegan restaurants and these vegan fucking foods are not vegan. Kevin Hart is not a vegan, yet he keeps opening up vegan restaurants. Bill Gates is not vegan. You know what's giving people cancer? The chemicals in the foods. The chemicals in the foods, all the oatmeal that you guys are eating. Do you know how many chemicals are in the foods? There are so many research reports telling y'all about the terrors of oatmeal, yet you're not reading them. Ma'am, listen, you can take your Dr. CB bullshit somewhere else. Okay? Anybody with a goddess in their name or an Ahmed Pharrell type, please just go to the next live. I'm not ashy enough for y'all, okay? I'm not ashy enough. I'm not a dusty butt, so nothing that I say is going to land. Come on, let's hear the weight comments, because that's all y'all got. Walking around looking like some ashy ass Ethiopians and shit. What else you got? Because this face card don't decline. Anything else? What's making y'all tired and sluggish? Making y'all feel like y'all need to drink a pot of coffee every day. The thing that is slowing down your metabolism because it interferes with your metabolic hormones. Hormones run your metabolism. Hormones. Okay? So anybody that comes in here and says, oh, I got a fast metabolism, I don't have to worry about that, is because they are not eating these things. Wheat, kidney beans, and navy beans. Wheat is the worst thing any of you O's can ever eat. That's the root of your problems. What's wrong with cabbage? Anyway, so y'all want to turn it around? Y'all want to hear the good news? Why should the question be what's wrong with such and such? Cabbage is not bad for certain blood types. It's just bad for you because it doesn't go with your genetics. It's not about what's wrong with it. It's what's wrong with it for you. If you are an O, other blood types can eat and benefit from cabbage, just not you. I know that is so hard because we have been taught to lump ourselves in with everyone else. We have been taught to think as a collective. You can't have cabbage either, ma'am. It does not go with your blood type. But there are plenty of other vegetables that benefit you. I'm sorry that these are your favorite things. Okay? This is how you can tell that somebody eats something pretty frequently, because they freak out in the fucking comments. I'm not saying you're freaking out, Tish, but what I'm saying is listen without emotion. We are so emotionally tied to food. We look at food as our bestest friend. But your bestest friend has been whipping your ass. Would you be friends with somebody that laid hands on you every time they felt like it? Would you be friends with somebody that is as disrespectful as these foods are to you? You would cut them the fuck off. Y'all literally every year at New Year's cut off friends and family. But y'all are having such a hard time cutting off cabbage. Make that make sense. Y'all will cut off a whole human for hurting your feelings or disrespecting you and all. This food has been fucking y'all up for decades. Yeah, I don't wait till the New Year either. Does it need to be lean steak? You just trying to find something to put in the comments, ma'am. It's okay. It's okay to sit here quietly. It is okay to sit here quietly. Okay? Because common sense says the leaner the better. Right? Right, Ann? Listen, let's turn it around, okay? What is going to reduce inflammation in the body? Literally, it's just doing the opposite, okay? Why is it confusing? How is it confusing, ma'am? Why do y'all overthink it? All foods have traits. Let's just say those traits are lectins. That's like saying, I want to fix you up with somebody, because analogies work, okay? I want to fix you up with someone. He's tall, he's rich, and he's handsome. And you hear these attributes about this person, and immediately you're like, hell yeah, hook me up. What the person neglected to tell you was, this person likes to beat up women. That's why we have a foods list, ma'am. We already eat grass-fed. You're an A, you're not supposed to be eating no meat at all. Grass-fed, hay-fed, corn-fed, it don't matter. You ain't supposed to be eating that. Okay? Listen. What they neglected to tell you was how this person was going to treat you. So a lot of the things you guys believe about food is just because someone's told you the attributes. Oh, this has good fat. This has high protein. This has this. This is good for your heart health. This is good for your cholesterol. Da 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 da. Right? So we have based all of our food knowledge on commercials, advertising, marketing. What these companies have never told us is, what is that particular food going to do in our body once we eat it? There's a lot of foods that when they are giving you the nutritional value is the complete opposite once it interacts in your body. And they know this. And the thing that they bank on is the fact that legally they are not held to accord or to account as to what the food is going to do once you eat it. They will tell you the nutritional value based on what it is in that box. But once it interacts with your body, there's foods that turn into sugar. There are foods that turn into starches. There are foods that turn into all these different things once it interacts with your saliva, your blood, all of that. They don't have no law that governs that. If they told you that this man beats women, would you still want to date him, even though he's tall and rich and handsome? Are you willing to say, I think I can change him? If they told you that chicken is high in protein, however, it's going to raise your estrogen levels in your body, would you eat it? If they told you that cabbage is low in calories, but it's going to cause your immune system to attack your thyroid, would you eat it? If they told you that corn is low in calories and is so versatile, but it stops insulin production in your body, would you eat it? All I'm here to do is to tell you what the foods are doing in your particular body based on your blood type. So you cannot be mad at me for just freely giving you this information. It is your choice as to whether or not you want your ass beat. Because there are plenty of women that know this man is abusive, but they stay in that relationship anyway. Don't they? Kind of like y'all finding out about this shit, but you still go out and get some Popeyes right after the live. I'm not saying you're mad, ma'am. You're not the only person on the live, sweetheart. You're going to have to stop being so emotional. Okay? If I were talking to you, ma'am, I would say your name. Okay? Try to listen without emotion. Just try to listen to the logic. And the thing about it is, a lot of these foods I'm telling y'all about, y'all already know they're bad for you because you can feel it. Because your body tells you with gas and bloating and going to sleep after eating it and being irritable after eating it and all of these other things. Your body tells you, but you don't want to listen to it. Well, can you blame your body for trying to go to extremes in trying to get his message across by creating ailments in your body? Thank you, Ruben. So, to reduce inflammation, okay, omega-3 containing fish. Fish is high in omega-3s. Omega-3s literally will reduce inflammation, okay? That's why I take Ultra Omega every day, okay? Who's wrong? Cod, halibut, red snapper, and trout. If you can't eat enough fish, go get you some cod liver oil or go get Ultra Omega or Ultra Krill from CE Organics, okay? That's what supplements are about, yes. Supplements are not to take the place of, they are in addition to, so that you can get the right levels of all of these things. Not everybody is battling inflammation, okay? I know that's a trigger for me because I've overcome sarcoidosis and asthma, which are inflammatory diseases of my lungs. I've had COVID twice. I've had malaria 6 times. And most recently, I've overcome anemia and all of those menopause symptoms that I had. I'm in my 4th year of menopause. All of these things I've cured myself from without drugs. So for all the people that come here and say all this, you ain't qualified. Sweetheart, life qualified me. God qualified me. Survival qualified me. All the shit that I have survived, y'all won't even learn this shit in your lifetime. I don't care how many books you read. You're never going to know what I know. Okay? What else is anti-inflammatory? Walnuts, hazelnuts, flaxseed oil, parsnips, peas, and pineapples. What did you take for menopause? I cut out things. See, we have been trained to consume. We have been trained, what do I need to buy? What do I need to take? The problem is we need to eliminate the things that are causing us to have the menopause symptoms. The number one thing was chicken. Because I'm pumping all of this estrogen into my body, which was making me freaking crazy. I had the worst hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings. I bled for 45 days straight, heavy. I was taking CBD, I was taking anything. Nothing changed until I stopped eating what was causing the problem. If you are a woman especially, PMS, menopause any female thinks y'all have got to stop eating chicken. Half of y'all wouldn't have had hysterectomies if you had never eaten chicken. Pumpkin seeds are anti-inflammatory. No, walnuts are. My guides tell me green juice. Nothing in your body is going to change regardless of the supplements and medicines that you take, as long as you're eating the thing every day that's creating the problem. Y'all just can't wrap y'all minds around it. As long as you're eating the thing, what happens when you water your plants? What happens when you water your plants? They grow. If I stopped watering my plants, what would happen to them? If you starve the symptom, it dies. Every day that y'all eat chicken, you're feeding the chicken. You're feeding the ailments. Everything that y'all have is because of food. 99% of the shit we suffer from is food related. So if you stop eating that food, that shit will reverse itself. That's what everyone here is experiencing. People have come off their medications. They've stopped being a diabetic. All of this shit is reversible, y'all. As much as these doctors tell you there's no cure he has for you. They didn't finish that sentence. I did not heal up from sarcoidosis and asthma until I fired the doctor. Because for 6.5 years, they were giving me drugs that prevented my body from healing itself. And that's what medications do. The doctors cannot make any money if you're healthy. That's why they don't want you to get healthy. A doctor will make $750,000 if he can keep one diabetic on diabetes drugs for 25 years. You feel so much better? Yay, Pammy! So listen, what is going to encourage good bacteria in your gut? The name of the book is Eat Right for Your Type. Go get the food to know what you should be eating for your blood type. Click my name, then when a white thing pops up, hit my face, it takes you to the page. Click the link on my page to get your foods list. It tells you all the foods that benefit you and all the foods that you are to avoid. Do not eat any of the neutral foods. If you put your car in neutral and put your foot all the way down on the gas, your car is not going to move. That's the same premise with the neutral foods. You are trying to reverse disease, reverse ailments, get rid of inflammation, move your health forward. So only eat the foods that benefit you. Food is medicine and fuel. It's not entertainment. It's not for comfort and joy. It's not for any of that. It is just to fuel you and to heal you. That's it. So we have to change our thoughts about food, because y'all are so busy working on great relationships with humans when the only human you need to be having a relationship is you. This is the relationship you need to be working on. Okay? Get to know this human. What does it like? What does it dislike? What does it want me to do? What does it want me to stop doing? This is the relationship. Okay? So we all have millions, trillions of bacteria in our gut. Okay? It's necessary. And there's no way to get rid of bacteria in our gut. It's there for a reason. Okay? But the objective is to have more good bacteria than bad. You can still eat a vegan diet on blood type diet, eat right for you. What's the point? Will y'all stop pushing that dusty, ashy lifestyle? Y'all are so damn brainwashed. Well, Dr. Sebi said that man wasn't even a doctor. How come y'all weren't fighting back with him? Are you a doctor? He wasn't a doctor. Do I call myself Dr. Mama Trey? You can still be vegan on blood. That defeats the entire purpose. Y'all need to throw that whole lifestyle in the trash. What's the root of veganism? Most of y'all vegans don't even know why you're vegan. You're just following. Just sheep. I have chlorella on my website. Go get it. Well, because all of my dusty friends are doing it. What is going to encourage good bacteria in your gut? Onions, string beans, broccoli, escarole, chicory, Swiss chard, and kale. These are the vegetables. There are more vegetables you guys can have. But these are the vegetables that create good bacteria in your gut. This is what you need to be eating every day. Not cabbage, not cauliflower, not mustard greens, not Brussels sprouts. This is the most fascinating thing about blood type O. Also blood type B, okay? Onions give you gas because you're eating your combinations wrong, Miss Shirlene. All your shit is wrong, ma'am. Once you start eating the way you're supposed to, the gas will not happen. Gas is your body telling you, I don't like that shit. You blaming onions, and it probably wasn't even the onions. It's probably the onion rings. Y'all are so quick to blame something. You done floured them up and fried them, and now they make you gassy. You done floured them up and fried them. Now it's the onion's fault. You're not sitting around eating a plate of onions by itself. So how would you know that it's the onions that caused the problem? Miss Shirlene, don't make me come over there. There's one on every live that I'm going to have to come over there. This is the most fascinating thing about the O's. You eat it with your steak. What's the side dish, ma'am? Macaroni and cheese? Rice? Because you were not eating a steak with just onions. Nah, what's the starch, ma'am? What's the starch? Did you have some cornbread too? Y'all gonna stop lying on these vegetables and this beef. The most fascinating thing. Okay. The most fascinating thing about the blood type O body is y'all can literally be happy and lose weight simply by eating beef, lamb, veal, mutton, buffalo, deer, venison. Y'all benefit from all the red meats except goats. It literally speeds up your metabolism, burns fat, builds muscle. We need muscle. Our heart is a muscle, okay? Our diaphragm that supports our breathing is a muscle. You cannot live your life without protein. This is why these vegans are out here falling ill. because their bodies are protein malnourished. Y'all out here trying to piece together protein with hummus and fucking peas and shit when your body needs meat. Y'all would not put the wrong shit in your car, but you have no problem. Beef runs my pressure up. Before y'all came here, nobody was sitting around just eating beef by itself. Y'all gotta stop lying to yourselves. Because I know you're lying. But you're lying to yourself. That's the crazy part. There's two things that will turn your entire life around for blood type O's. Vigorous exercise and a high protein diet. The reason that y'all are in the state and the condition that you're in today is because you have not been eating like this. I'm down 10 pounds. And Miss Tara, you just started like what, 2-3 weeks ago? If you are blood type O, sir, not everybody, I don't benefit from steak, to my dismay. Okay? And this is what really bothers me about y'all. Y'all can have the #1 meat in the world, the meat that 25% of every grocery store is dedicated to, just for y'all. And y'all up here eating lesser, inferior things. You're putting lesser and inferior things in the most valuable thing that you own. Y'all treat y'all cars better than y'all treat y'all fucking body. Then you want to run to the doctor that is happy to write you prescriptions. Y'all out here trying to piece together some protein when all you got to do is eat some beef. And stop worrying about what your neighbors is looking at and what your friends is saying. Can't we just have some bone broth? You can have whatever you like. I'm amazed that people will do the bare minimum for the thing that houses their spirit. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Miss Betty, check your spam, sweetheart. If y'all don't see your list in your main email, check your spam. Y'all will do the bare minimum for the thing that houses your spirit. Without this thing that houses your spirit, you don't have no business on this plane of existence. The one thing we are responsible for is this vessel. And y'all want to do the bare minimum. Y'all will take your car in to get that oil changed and all that other shit. But y'all won't do what you need to do for this. That's shameful. So, what's going to help your thyroid run the way it's supposed to? Turmeric and sea vegetables. You can go ahead and fast for 7 days, but why are you making your body suffer for your lack of discipline? Then why are you doing it? Can you drive your car without any gas in it? Where's your car going on E? Where's it going? The body does have a check engine light, but y'all ignore it. You don't have a car, that's why you don't know nothing about what I'm talking about. So just relax. Because you out here beating your feet, you think you understand my analogy, ma'am. Whether you own a car or not, you know how a car works. The list has all of the sea vegetables. Okay. Sea vegetables are sea moss. Go to Sea Organics and get some. Okay, I take it every day. Sea moss, wakame, nori, kombu, seaweed. Those things are rich in iodine, which blood type O is naturally low in iodine. This is why your thyroid is always in jeopardy from the foods that you're eating. And this is a way to get your iodine levels up. I just named the sea vegetables. So what's going to repair your leaky gut? Chicory, onions, peas, prunes, maitake mushrooms, beet greens, collard greens, and fava beans. You're only allergic to topical iodine, ma'am. Your body makes iodine. No one is allergic to iodine that's made in your body. Who's judging anybody, ma'am? You said you don't have a car. So by me saying that if you have to beat your feet, you still understand how a car works is judgment? Y'all don't even know the definition of judgment. You got some work to do, ma'am, if you don't understand judgment. Some of y'all need to lay off the wheat because y'all cannot think logically. You're just walking around just one big body full of emotion. If some strange lady on the internet can offend you to the point where you got to pull God into the conversation, you're eating the wrong shit, ma'am. Can y'all see why we have so many problems in the world? Because on purpose, they are filling our food with shit that makes us emotional. This is why no one can have logical conversations anymore. This is why you see men and women on the internet arguing. Ma'am, if you don't understand judgment, you are too young or too stupid to be here. Now, you can construe that any way you like. And if y'all think that God is the only one that can judge anybody, it literally says in the good book, y'all are not supposed, y'all don't look at a tree and identify the tree by its fruits. See, you're confusing judgment and condemnation. No one's condemning you to the fiery pits of hell, my girl. I'm judging that you may not be smart enough to be here. That's my judgment. I have a right to judge. That's judgment. I'm going by what you're saying in the comments, and is leading me to believe you may not be smart enough to be here. And that's why I'm not putting you out, sweetheart. You can stay, but don't be stupid. You know how I'll never be able to call you stupid? If you don't put stupid shit in the comments. It's literally that simple. How you let people know you are a fool is when you open your mouth. If you just quietly sit there, no one will ever know. No, she don't need to be blocked. Let her dumb ass sit here and learn something. Y'all gotta be, you can't be so quick to throw people away. Because it's obvious. I don't want to block you, sweetheart, and nobody here is gonna block you. You need to learn. So I'm going to let your dumb ass sit there. So, where blood type A at? I don't have a problem with dumb people sitting here because I'm here to teach you something. Whether you're willing to learn it or not is your choice. It's not going to stop me from teaching. I am not everyone's cup of tea. If you are sensitive, you should not come here. Okay? You're going to have to get that wheat out of your system. The good thing is it only takes 3 days. She can block herself. That would be fine. Okay? Where the blood type A's at? Some of y'all can't learn from somebody like me. I make the shit too plain. I make the shit too real. Some of y'all need kid gloves. And I outgrew those a long time ago. Okay? So we're done with the O's. This is not the full foods list. Is your vanilla shake good? Yeah, absolutely. This is not the full foods list. So go click the link on my bio to get the full foods list. Only eat the beneficial foods for 7 days and watch what happens to your body. Just watch. Okay? So A's, let me tell y'all what y'all deal with. Ineffective animal protein breakdown. That means your body cannot process animal protein. You're having trouble finding soy cheese. You don't need that. It's probably going to be full of a bunch of shit that you can't have anyway. Okay? Blood type A's. Y'all cannot eat meat because you do not have enough stomach acid to break it down. It takes hydrochloric acid in your stomach to break down meat. Okay? So when you do eat meat and it's not digested, that makes you protein malnourished. Did you already do RH negative? No, you're right on time because I'll never do it. RH negative is not a blood type. You don't know your blood type. If you don't know your blood type, or if you think you're RH negative, go to Amazon and get the Eldon blood typing test so you can do the home test and find out what your blood type is. You're right on time. Okay? So, let me tell y'all something, blood type A's. Your doctor, usually your OBGYN will tell you that you're RH negative when you're pregnant, because sometimes when you get pregnant by a person that's RH positive, you might miscarry. So they just tell you that little tidbit, but they don't tell you your whole blood type, which is a tragedy. And the thing about it is they used to tell you, because my son is 32 and they told me back then. But this book, listen, let me tell you the conspiracy theory. This book came out 30 years ago. Before that time, they were telling us our blood type. Now when you go get licenses, they don't even require your blood type no more. They don't even put your blood type on your marriage license no more. When this book came out, they stopped telling us our blood type. What does that tell you? Because they knew if you had that information, you would figure this shit out and you wouldn't need a doctor. Okay? So blood type A's, let me just read y'all for a minute. Okay? 32 years ago, they were telling us. Now they don't want us to know nothing. Because the dumber they keep us, the more susceptible we are, the more they can control us. Especially if you're under doctor's orders. Do you know when you're under doctor's orders, you have no rights? Like that doctor can send the people to pick your ass up and put you in a padded cell. If you take your kids to the doctor and they give your kids drugs, you got to give them kids the drugs. Because if you don't, they can call CPS and come pick your kids up. Because you're not following a doctor's orders. Go look it up. When you're under a doctor's care, you have no rights. They can throw your ass in a psych ward and you got to get a lawyer to get out. This is why y'all need to get the fuck off these drugs and out from underneath these doctors. CPS came to your house. Back in the day, they used to prescribe Jordy. Jordy had ear infections all the time. So the third time I took him to the doctor and she was trying to write him a prescription for more antibiotics, I was like, hold up. We need to get to the, I've always been the same person. We need to get to the root cause of why he's having these problems. I cussed her up one side and down the other. So she sent me to an ear, nose, and throat. And the first time he met him, he was like, oh, those tonsils and adenoids need to come out. Jordan had his tonsils taken out at 3. That boy never got colds or infections or nothing again. Bet y'all can't do that shit now. Bet y'all can't do that shit now. So, as a blood type A, let me tell y'all what's going on. Because your body cannot digest meat because you don't have enough stomach acid, anytime you even eat meat, none of the nutrients and minerals and vitamins from that meat is being absorbed. So you're walking around protein malnourished. Okay? You also cannot break down saturated fats. So if you're eating foods that are high in saturated fats, that's any food that's fried, dairy foods, your body cannot digest that stuff. So what happens? When you're eating something that your body can't digest, you are stressing out your organs. So now that you stressed your organs out, your cortisol levels go up. That's your fight or flight hormone. How many of y'all got high cortisol? And then when your cortisol goes up, so does your blood sugar. When your cortisol is high, your blood sugar is high. So now your body requires more minerals to bring it back into balance. How many of y'all are diabetic or pre-diabetic? So now your body requires more minerals to bring it back into balance. And if you're not eating the proper foods, your body, because it's so desperate to survive, is going to suck the minerals out of your teeth and your bones. Now you're walking around with osteoporosis, osteopenia, gum disease, and weak teeth. Blood type A's are the ones that always have to get knee replacements and hip replacements and all that shit. This happens in all the bodies, but it happens more in A's because your body is protein malnourished simply because you can't digest it. Exactly what you've been dealing with, and I weigh 125 because your body is not digesting. And this has nothing to do with weight, okay? A lot of thin people think that they're healthy. My mom thought she was healthy. And she stroked out at the age of 41 at 118 pounds. Hey, Keisha. Okay? The fight or flight is the bomb. It feels like chill and sharp at the same time. Okay? So, what else? Poor metabolism of saturated fats. Adrenal hormone stress imbalance, that's your cortisol. Okay? Yeah, it's great. Good evening. I'm going to tell you. Also, you have a tendency towards higher blood and cell viscosity. That means you have thicker blood and you have larger than normal red blood cells. Blood type A has more heart disease than all the other blood types. Heart disease is the #1 killer in America. You would think that it would be blood type O that would have more heart disease because they eat that beef and stuff, right? It's A, because your body cannot digest that. So let me tell you what's giving y'all problems. Oh, and you also have bacterial overgrowth. We all have bad bacteria, but y'all have an overgrowth of it. So does blood type AB, okay? B is next. So let me tell you what's doing it to you. Blood type A already has more blood clotting factor 8. That's a factor that's in all of our blood that helps our blood to clot when we have accidents, okay? So you already have higher levels of that, but when you eat meat or you have a disease, your blood is automatically thicker, which is the beginning of arterial sclerosis, okay? So what's giving y'all problems? These things: ineffective animal protein and fat breakdown. Red meats: beef, lamb, and veal; pork; organ meats, crustaceans, lobster and crab; shellfish; tropical and industrial oils. That's avocado oil, coconut oil, corn oil, soybean oil, all of that, because your body cannot digest it. So it's just there. And high fat cheeses. Cheeses are high in fat. Okay? What's making your blood thick? #1 thing: vinegar. How many of y'all out here doing vinegar shots every day? Tap the screen. Cleaning your fruits and vegetables with vinegar. Vinegar is made from corn, distilled vinegar, the one that's in all of your condiments, the ones from Heinz. It's made from sun-ripened yellow corn. So you're just drinking corn, which inhibits insulin production in your body. Balsamic vinegar is made from grapes. I said distilled vinegar. Oranges make your blood thick. Dairy foods makes your blood thick. Distilled liquor makes your blood thick, and guar gum. What is giving y'all bacterial overgrowth? Potatoes, white and sweet. Blood type A's cannot eat no potatoes. How many of you A's out here, you vegans, are eating potatoes? Where the vegans at? Where the vegans? Name of the book is Eat Right for Your Type. Also, black pepper, navy beans, oranges, kidney beans, lima beans, whey protein. Y'all out here eating all these beans and potatoes and shit, trying to get your protein. She said, I stopped eating them because you told me to. Let's turn it around for the A's, okay? Here's the most controversial thing you'll hear today, okay? What should you be eating? Making intelligent protein choices. Everything in your life will turn around when you start giving your body the protein. Yeah, there's lots of stuff left. The stuff that you're not eating. Y'all think that the 5 things that y'all eat, that's the whole world revolves around the 5 things that y'all choose to eat. Y'all supposed to be eating tofu, soy, edamame, tempeh, Soy curls, beef not. Y'all supposed to be eating soy. Where you vegans at? How come you vegans ain't eating tofu? How come they're telling y'all to get your protein from beans and things? Hi. How come they never taught y'all how to make tofu? Because they don't want y'all to be healthy. They want you to be sick. The most popular thing that's driving most of y'all to the doctor is y'all being vegan. You've been eating tofu all week. How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling now? You're going to feel energetic. You're going to have... Nobody cares about Dr. CB over here, ma'am. We give him the big fat middle finger because that man led y'all down the rabbit hole and y'all sick today because of it. That man said beets weren't even good for you, and beets are beneficial for everybody. You've never seen tofu or soy, but y'all vegans though. Soy curls are delicious, aren't they? Soy affects male potency. Don't blame the tofu that you're not eating, sir. Don't blame it. You're not even eating it. Y'all always blaming something for y'all little pee-pees not working. And then y'all blame the shit that y'all ain't eating. Do y'all know how much soy is in the foods that y'all do eat? The things that y'all think about soy is what chicken has been doing to you. The reason that y'all have erectile dysfunction is simply because y'all eat chicken. And y'all be running y'all big wide back having asses over to Rick Ross's Chicken Shack. Dipping that shit all in the ranch dressing that has bioengineered soy in it. Have you looked at your Hidden Valley Ranch that y'all love to dip y'all fried chicken in? You go over to the Popeyes and they fry their chicken in soybean oil. Their French fries have soy in them. All the snacks that you have in your house have soy in them. Every one of them. Every single one of them. Every plant-based, processed plant-based food that you buy has soy in it. If your pee-pee ain't working, it's because you're eating the wrong soy. Did nobody tell you to eat bioengineered soy? I say eat some damn tofu. Your noodle is limp from chicken, sweetie. What else? There are about 25 different fish. Y'all got so many problems and all y'all worry about is whether or not your pee-pee works. Because apparently that's all y'all think y'all have to offer, isn't it? All you bring to the table is a noodle. Y'all got heart disease. Y'all got the diabetes. Did you know that if you are a man and you are overweight and you have belly fat, that your body automatically turns your testosterone into estrogen? It don't have nothing to do with food. It has to do with you being overweight and you having a beer belly, that your body will assume that you are a woman and will support estrogen production in your body. And y'all still going and getting the chicken from Rick Ross. That man's titties are the same size as mine. What you worried about some tofu? Okay. So, intelligent protein choices. Soy, sardines, snapper. Y'all got about 25 different fish. Y'all benefit from salmon, sardines, snapper, snails, which is conch for you Jamaicans. Okay? I am behaving. I'm just addressing the elephant in the room, small or limp as it may be. Also, acceptable legumes, beans, and nuts. How do you turn off estrogen? Stop eating things that create estrogen in the body. You cannot turn off estrogen, sir. Men and women have estrogen, testosterone, and progesterone in our bodies. We just have different levels. You should be eating foods that will support testosterone rather than create more estrogen. Okay? So if you are eating chicken, chicken is considered estrogen rich, meaning you should stop eating that. Everyone doesn't benefit from soy, only A and AB. If you benefit from animal protein, you do not benefit from soy. Okay? Blood type O and blood type B benefit from red meat. A and AB do not. So literally, 55% of the U.S. population benefits from red meat. The other 45% of the U.S. population does not. Nothing else is considered meat. Chicken is not meat, it's poultry. Pork, they don't call it pork meat. They don't call it chicken meat. Red meat is meat. Okay? 71% of the African American community benefits from red meat. And African Americans eat more meat, since we're classifying everything as meat. African Americans eat more meat than all the other races, but we're supposed to be eating red meat. And we're eating chicken and pork. So that will explain why we are at the top of the disease list across the board. 71% of African Americans in America are blood type O and B. You just went to the nutritionist and they told you you're an O? Good. Now go get the foods list. So, what is going to thin out your blood and get that running, get that circulation going the way it's supposed to be, okay? Lemons, water, pineapple, blueberries, blackberries, green tea, olive oil, flaxseed oil, and walnut oil. Those are the oils you should be eating. No other oils. Originally, from the beginning, there was no meat eating. Have you ever been to Africa? Their survival of the species was because humans ate animals. We are at the top of the food chain. The human race would have died out if we did not eat animals. Y'all are so misguided. Y'all want to believe so bad that the original people ate plants. And that is not true. Please stop learning shit off of YouTube. If you have never been to Africa, you don't know the origins. I lived in Nigeria for 2 years, traveled all across that country, never met one vegan. Why do you think Africans are in the shape they are in? Why do they have the teeth that y'all out here paying $50,000 for? Why do they have the skin, the muscles, Why do they have it? Do you think those people are sitting around eating a bunch of kamut? They're not. They eat meat from morning to night. You think they would have those strong teeth if they were not for eating animal flesh? Y'all just want to live in some fantasy world while we all live over here in reality. In the beginning, no one was eating. How the fuck you know? Click my name to get the foods list. Click my name. Then when the white thing pops up, hit my face. It'll take you to the page. Okay? It's just ridiculous. The bulk of Africa is blood type O. That is who originated. That's where the original people come from. It does not matter what your color is or your race is today. The original people are from what is known as modern day Africa. I don't care what the original name was, because in the beginning it ain't had no name. Stop getting caught up in the bullshit. Race is a whole made up thing. A whole man-made, made up thing. The only thing that's making us different from one another is blood. And our blood type literally is just how our body digests foods. Racist GMO. The difference is all 4 blood types have a different gut microbiome. That's it. All the rest of this shit is just made up to keep us all divided. They eat a lot of red meat. I don't think I ate any chicken when I was in Nigeria. None. Okay? What is going to control and balance your gut as a blood type A? Escarole, dandelion, chard, rapini, which is broccoli rabe, fava beans, prunes, and silver dollar mushrooms. It is. It's a whole made up construct. We gotta stop buying into this shit, because as it turns out, it's us against them. And you know who the fuck them is. The 1% is against the 99%. And it's the 99% that stay losing. Make that make sense. The problem is mother is a different blood type from her children. You should get all the lists and then find out what y'all have in common. Okay? Find out what y'all have in common, but also throw out the idea that everybody in your house should be eating the same way. How is it that disease runs through the family? Think about it. Oh, diabetes runs in your family because y'all are eating the same fucking foods. Okay? Y'all got the same blood and y'all eating the same fucking foods. So if everybody in the family is an O and all of y'all were vegan, y'all would all be sick. Okay? Just focus on the things that are in common, and then you can cut down on some things of cooking different stuff. But if it were me and I had different blood types than my family, I would just take a day to meal prep. Can you repeat again the good? I don't know what the good part was. Half the shit I be saying I don't even remember. So where blood type B's at? I would take a day to meal prep. Like on a Sunday, I would just cook 3 different things. You know what I mean? And put that shit in the refrigerator. Or put it in the freezer. Grab it, bring it out, boil it in a pot, sous vide it, and heat it up. And Y'all have got to find a way that works for you. It don't matter what your neighbors are doing. It don't matter what society is doing. Find a way for you and your family to stay healthy. Okay? Don't worry about what the next person's doing. Okay? All right, bees. So as a blood type B, here's what y'all have problems with. Lectin sensitivity. Let me tell y'all what this is, because this is crazy. The symptoms of lectin sensitivity: skin rashes and other skin problems. How many of y'all got psoriasis and eczema and acne and all that stuff? Allergy-like complaints. You know how people say they have seasonal allergies? That's coming from food. Hormonal fluctuations. Hormones all over the place. Neurological symptoms. Gas and bloating and abdominal cramps, nausea, vomiting and upset stomach, fatigue, tiredness and sleep issues, swollen and painful joints. That's lectin sensitivity. Okay, that's what blood type B deals with. Also, liver detox dysfunction, hyperassimilator tendencies, and imbalanced microbiome. The number one thing that's giving blood type Bs and ABs lectin sensitivity is chicken. The lectin in chicken, when it comes up against the blood type B and AB blood, attacks the bloodstream, causing the red blood cells to fuse together, creating blood clots, autoimmune diseases, and stroke. Chicken. Y'all literally eating fried estrogen. Okay? What else? Corn, which inhibits your insulin production. Buckwheat and wheat. Wheat also stops your body from absorbing minerals from the food. Also causes your dopamine and your serotonin to go down. Sesame, amaranth, soy, and rye. This is what's giving you all these symptoms. Okay? Blood type B cannot have no soy, nothing. So go and look at all of the ingredients of your foods in your house. When I stop for 1 week, your night sweat stopped. I'm telling you, chicken was at the root of all of my menopause symptoms. You made rabbit today using my recipe? Ah! Y'all better go get the recipe books. Go get the recipe books. Don't just get the foods list, get the recipe books too. Okay? So, what is going to mess up your liver detox function? Lentils, black beans, black-eyed peas, mung beans, artichokes, and aloe. Blood type B should never be vegan either, because y'all cannot have all these beans and things. No, O and B cannot have soy, nothing. Go look at all of y'all's condiments. All of y'all condiments have wheat, soy, and vinegar in them. Every one of them. That got doggone. That got doggone chicken. Why y'all think they've been pushing chicken on us all this time? It's the perfect disease delivery system. Because you don't suspect it. So let me tell y'all about this hyperassimilator stuff. Okay? A hyperassimilator means that you have more of this strain of bacteria in your gut. We all have this strain, but blood type B has more of it. Okay? And it's called alpha glucosidase. This strain of bacteria literally makes your body break down digestive resistant starches and turns them into sugars. This is why blood type B has more diabetics than all the other blood types. Because your body will break down and digest corn, and other people's bodies don't digest corn. Like if I ate some corn on the cob right now, I could look back at the poop and it would still be whole kernels of corn. How many of y'all can say that? With bees, it will digest that corn, break it down, and turn it into sugar and store it as fat in your body. Okay? And then when you become a diabetic, your doctor will gladly write you a prescription for drugs. And those drugs are classified as alpha glucosidase inhibitors, when really all he had to do was to tell you to stop eating the foods that create that bacteria. So here are the foods that create that bacteria: peanuts, tomatoes, soy, cashews, corn, cornstarch, black pepper, poppy seeds, pinto beans, maltodextrin, and rhubarb. Good night. See ya. These foods are creating an overabundance of alpha glucosidase in your gut. What is unbalancing your gut? Sorghum, peanuts, sucrose, dextrose, carrageenan, distilled liquor, and acacia. Let's turn it around. Okay? What is going to block lectin sensitivity? Remember all these symptoms, the neurological problems, the skin problems, and all that. We've already done the A's, so go get your foods list so you'll know what you should be eating, okay? What is going to block all of those things? Cultured dairy products. I'll pause for drama. Sour cream and Greek yogurt. Ricotta cheese, kefir, cottage cheese, mozzarella cheese, farmer's cheese, feta cheese, and paneer. Blood type B benefits from certain dairy foods. Those dairy foods act like probiotics in your gut. And I know y'all gonna say, but I'm lactose intolerant. Yeah, when you're eating ice cream and shit, other cheeses that you ain't supposed to be eating. Absolutely. But start eating these. Watch what happens. What is going to build muscle and speed up your metabolism? Blood type B is just like blood type O, okay? Just like it. Y'all benefit from all the red meats except beef. So goat, lamb, venison, deer, mutton. Mutton is just grown lamb. All those things speed up your metabolism and have you dropping weight like that. My son-in-law's 80 pounds. Oh, you want to see a picture? Let me show you some before and afters real quick. If you don't know your blood type, just go on over to Amazon and get the Eldon blood typing test. You're gonna come out of the bathroom today talking about my hair is too long. It won't fit under my cap to condition my hair anymore. His hair wouldn't even grow when he was eating chicken all the time. His beard wouldn't connect. He was starting to get them man boobs, this soft, doughy body. The after picture is no exercise, no products, just cutting off the foods that were giving him the problems and started eating the foods that benefited him. Hold on. Look at his skin. His skin was nothing but acne from the time he was 10 years old. Even in the military, he had to get a waiver not to shave because he had so much acne on his skin. Now his skin is as clear as mine. 80 pounds in less than a year. Inflamed from the chicken. Okay. So, oh, and let me tell you about the other parts that you can't see. He had to go to physical therapy and all of that stuff because he could not even bend over at the knees. And then he's pain in his shoulder. So he had to go to physical therapy at the VA because of all of these aches and pains he was having. And now he doesn't have any of that. Thank you. He doesn't have any of that pain anymore. So that just goes to show you that the aches, that's all lectin sensitivity. The swollen joints and aches and pains and all of that stuff will go away. Okay? Yeah, he was going to physical therapy once a week for his knees, and they said he had arthritis and all that stuff. Now he doesn't have any of that. So, also, y'all benefit from a lot of fish. Halibut, cod, mackerel, sardines, and all of the red meats except beef. Okay? He was in the military for 7 years. Aches and pains, just all of that. Okay? So, let's talk about this hyperassimilator. That strain of bacteria in your gut. What will blunt that? Hi, Fats. Hi, love. Come here. Ow. Did you just bite me? Ow. Come here. Come here, my love. You've been such a good boy today. Where you been? Want to say hi? Watch me get down. Want to say hi? Oh, you're just waking up, Juju. You're just waking up, Juju. Thank you. They said hi, Fats. He's going to start talking. Let me hurry up. So, mushrooms. Silver dollar, enoki, and maitake mushrooms will blunt that bacteria. I take Mushroom Boost every day. So if you're looking to get mushrooms into your body, medicinal mushrooms, go do that. Also, whey protein shakes. Okay? Blood type O and A does not benefit from whey protein because it's dairy. But blood type B and AB benefits from whey protein because we benefit from certain dairy foods. Okay? Jordan drinks a protein shake every day. Also, blueberries, Brussels sprouts, blackberries, and grapes. Bless you. Bless you, boo-boo. Bless you. Also, what is going to balance your gut? What's going to balance your gut? Hi, my love. Brewer's yeast, molasses, and cabbage. See how cabbage benefits somebody, but it doesn't benefit everybody. Okay? So that is it for the B's. This is not the full list. You definitely have to get the vegan. Yeah. This is not the full list. This is just what are you predisposed to, what foods are triggering those ailments, and what foods will turn it around. So click the link on my bio to get your foods list. Don't forget to get your recipe books so you'll know how to cook these foods. Okay? Where's blood type AB? This is the last one. I know, Fats, I'm almost done. I said it's the last one. Don't start. I know how he gets. It's too late for you to go out of start. It's dark already. It's really becoming fall, except for the temperature. Okay? So ABs, what do we deal with? Lectin sensitivities, just like the B's. Stress, cell signaling issues, and bacterial overgrowth. Okay? Blood type AB is a hybrid blood type. We have both A and B antigens. I've already passed the O's. I start with the O's, so you missed it. So go get the foods list. Okay? It ain't chilly over here. I got the air on. It won't get decent until later on in the week. Good night, Miss Beverly. See you tomorrow. So, we have all of those lectin sensitivities that blood type AB has, that blood type B has, and then some. Okay? chicken. These are the things that give us these symptoms. I come on between 6:30 and 7 Eastern time every day. I really aim to get on here by 6. So just check for me between 6 and 7. I'll be waiting for you to comment whenever I say times. I don't believe in time, so I divorced time in 2010. No, Eastern time. But I live on Pacific time. So for me right now it's only 6:40. So I don't adhere to the clock or time or any of that. I just go by rhythm. This is the only thing that I try to have some sort of time with, and I miss it every time. So, what's giving us lectin sensitivity? Thank you. Just getting over norovirus. Kid puked on me. Ugh. Need a detox or something? Go get the Ultra Detox. We got that new one too. The Ultra Detox removes heavy metals and all that stuff. And then there's the Ultra Cleanse that is for good poops. And then the regular cleanse is just to stay regular. But the Ultra Detox takes away all of the bad stuff that's just sitting in your gut. That's the new one that we have. Okay? So, what's giving us the lectin sensitivity? Chicken, corn, haddock, flounder, kidney beans, mung beans, chickpeas, sesame, sunflower seeds, lima beans, black beans, fava beans, black-eyed peas, and buckwheat. Yeah, and it works. Okay? Y'all see how much shit we're sensitive to? Ugh, I didn't mean to send you that sinus pressure. But didn't y'all get a storm? They said it was a storm coming on the East Coast. That's where your sinus pressure is coming from. That's probably why I had it. I can always feel when there's some sort of storm. Time is an illusion and it's man-made. But think about it. What's the biggest stressor y'all have in y'all lives? My biggest stressor was time. So I divorced it. But I also haven't worked for anyone in 17 years. But time is the biggest stressor. Good night. See you tomorrow. So when you stop thinking about time, the way it was literally made, they create shit to stress us out. I don't have a spider on my head. Okay. So, what is giving us bacterial overgrowth? Ah, there's your sinus pressure. Oranges, camembert cheese, bananas, distilled liquor, dextrose, sucrose, fructose, guar gum, guava, mangoes, carrageenan, cornstarch, sago, adzuki beans, radishes, rhubarb, sorghum, and Jerusalem artichokes. Okay? And what is stressing us out and unbalancing our gut, our immune system? You can get goat butter from Walmart. That's where I got mine. So, what unbalances our immune system? Sorghum, sucrose, dextrose, carrageenan, distilled liquor, acacia, coffee, aspartame, and pork. So how do we turn this around as blood type ABs? What's going to block lectin sensitivity for us? Yogurt, Greek yogurt, feta cheese, farmer's cheese, and mozzarella cheese. It's the pressure in the air. It's getting you. Okay? What is going to build muscle and speed up our metabolism? Turkey. We're the only blood type that benefits from turkey. Nobody else benefits from it. But this is also the only poultry or meat we benefit from. Okay? Cod, eggs, tuna, salmon, sardines, grouper, tofu, and tempeh. Okay? That's what's going to build muscle and give us the protein that we need, okay? So what's going to improve that cell signaling? Our cells carry signals throughout our body. Like your body, the cells that communicate with your brain from your gut to your brain will stop insulin. Like when you've had enough insulin released into your bloodstream, those signals are carried through cells, and that's something that we are susceptible to, okay? So what's going to improve the signaling? Watermelon, curry powder, figs, garlic, onions, cranberries, green tea, eggplant, cherries, plums, olive oil, peanuts, walnuts, walnut oil, and blackberries. Hi. And what's going to balance our guts? Silver dollar, portobello, enoki, and maitake mushrooms. I take mushroom boost every day, but I also eat a lot of mushrooms. Miso, cabbage, kefir, amaranth, dandelion greens, watercress, and brewer's yeast. So this is not the full foods list. This is what are we susceptible to based on our blood type, what foods are triggering ailments, and what foods will turn those ailments around. So click my name. Then when my face pops up, boop, hey Lady Tillman. Hit my face, it'll take you to the page. Click the link, get your foods list, get one of the recipe books. Start if you're just starting, get the first recipe book. Then when you get a hold of those recipes, then get number 2. Okay? The best thing to do with this is to just be simple. Okay? Don't try to have a bunch of convoluted recipes and all that other shit. Keep it super simple. Like if you are an O, just some beef, some broccoli. Some beef, some spinach. Okay? Some fish, some broccoli. If you are a B, some lamb, some spinach. Jordan didn't even eat no side dishes. He just ate lamb. He would just make a lamb roast and just eat that. That's why that weight fell off. Okay? If you are an A, tofu. You ain't got to be convoluted. Just some tofu and some spinach, or some tofu and some broccoli. Okay? If you are an AB, just some turkey. Make you a turkey breast. Slice on that and just eat it. Okay? And allergic to chicken. Everybody's allergic to chicken. You just got your blood test? Woo! So tell us tomorrow, Darren, what your blood type is. All right, so we made it through, guys. We had some hoteps today. We haven't had hoteps in a minute. But I like them. They keep me sharp. Okay? So I'm about to go make my sweet potato bake. I will record it so you will know how to make it at your house. But I'm going to have it with some tofu. So I will see y'all tomorrow between 6 and 7 Eastern time. Okay? I love you guys, and until we meet again, eat well. Bye. Bye, fats.